Mark, Mary, and Tito were all excited to go on a school trip to the Doncaster Museum. They had heard that the museum had many interesting art pieces and artifacts from different parts of the world. When they arrived, they were greeted by a friendly guide who showed them around the museum. The first thing they saw was a large statue of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh. Mark was amazed by the intricate details on the statue and the way the pharaoh's clothes were carved. Mary was fascinated by the hieroglyphics on the statue, and the guide explained to them that it was a way of writing in ancient Egypt. Tito was particularly interested in the pharaoh's headpiece, a golden crown with a cobra on the forehead. Next, they saw a display of ancient Greek pottery. The guide explained that the pottery was used for everyday items such as cups and vases, but they were also used to tell stories and depict scenes from mythology. Mary was particularly drawn to a vase that depicted the story of Perseus and Medusa, while Tito was fascinated by a cup that showed a scene of a battle between Greeks and Trojans. They also saw a collection of medieval armor and weapons from different parts of Europe. Mark was particularly impressed by the detail on the armor and the way it was made to protect the knight wearing it. Tito was fascinated by the different types of swords, and the guide explained how they were used in battle. As they walked through the museum, they also saw a collection of art from different parts of the world, including paintings, sculptures, and textiles. They saw a beautiful painting of a landscape from Japan, a sculpture of an Aztec god, and a colorful tapestry from medieval Europe. The guide explained how each piece of art reflected the culture and values of the society that created it. Finally, they saw a special exhibit on the history of Doncaster. They learned about the town's past, its industries, and the people who lived there. They saw old photographs of the town, maps, and even a model of the town as it was many years ago. Mark was particularly interested in the history of the railway industry in Doncaster, while Mary was fascinated by the stories of the people who had lived there. As they left the museum, Mark, Mary, and Tito were all very impressed by the things they had seen. They were grateful for the opportunity to learn about so many different cultures and to see the art and artifacts that represented them.